Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRIENDS and Detroit LIONS fans. Let's get to the news now. Lions fans, buckle up because the NFL landscape is shifting in ways that could significantly impact the NFC North, and the Detroit Lions are right at the center of it. A huge rumor has been circulating, and it involves one of the biggest names on the offensive line in the league, Orlando Brown Jr., and his potential move from the Cincinnati Bengals to the Philadelphia Eagles. This isn't just a minor tweak. It's a seismic shift that could alter the division's balance and set the stage for a much more competitive road towards the Super Bowl. Let's go back a little and get into the details, because this isn't just about a player moving teams. It's about the strategic implications for both the Bengals and the Eagles, and how it might affect the Lions indirectly but meaningfully. Orlando Brown Jr., a massive presence on the offensive line, has been one of the most talked about tackles in the league this season. His performance has been nothing short of impressive, especially when you look at his grades and the stats that back up his dominance. For 2025, Brown boasts a pass block grade of 92, according to PFF, which places him among the top 4 offensive tackles in the league. That's elite level, folks. Over 14 games this season, he's only allowed a single sack, and his win rate against edge rushers is a staggering 85%. To put that into perspective, that's the kind of consistency that makes a quarterback breathe easier. Brown's career, which started in 2018, is nothing short of stellar. He's made 5 Pro Bowls, allowed just 18 sacks total, and his EPA, expected points added, per block is plus 0.14. Solid numbers that show how much he elevates an offensive line. In Week 12 against the Ravens, he played 42 snaps without conceding a single pressure, helping create over 150 rushing yards on the ground, and maintaining an average YAC, yards after catch, of 31 yards. This kind of performance isn't just a flash in the pan. It's a testament to his skill and consistency. And unlike some linemen who struggle with injuries, Brown has maintained good health in 2025, with 0 serious injuries this year, after battling a shoulder injury in 2024 that sidelined him for 5 games. Now, why would Cincinnati consider trading such a valuable asset? Well, the Bengals are in a tricky spot. They're on the playoff bubble, sitting at 7-7, but they're also $16 million under the cap, which gives them some flexibility to make bold moves. Sources indicate that Cincinnati is prioritizing cap space and future draft picks, especially to bolster their secondary after losing some key players in free agency, like Higgins. The Bengals might be looking at a rebuild of sorts, and parting ways with Brown could be seen as a necessary step to free up cap space and acquire draft capital for the future. Reports from insiders like Diana Rossini suggest that the Bengals are weighing their options carefully, and Brown's value on the trade market is sky-high right now. So, entering the picture are the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, the Eagles are sitting pretty at 10-4 and are eyeing a deep playoff run. But with Lane Johnson out for Week 16 due to a foot injury, they're in need of an upgrade on their offensive line, specifically at left tackle, where Brown's skills could be a perfect fit. His addition would give Jalen Hurts a much-needed blindside protector, especially since the Eagles want to maximize their aerial attack and protect their franchise quarterback in the postseason. Adam Schefter reports that the talks are ongoing, and if a deal gets done, it would be a game-changer for Philly. Brown's profile is exactly what the Eagles need. His pass blocking this season is among the best in the league, and his ability to anchor against some of the top edge rushers is remarkable. He's allowed just 1 sack in 14 games, which is incredible considering the level of competition. His run blocking is equally impressive, helping create lanes for the rushing attack that has been key for the Eagles' success. Without Lane Johnson, the Eagles' offensive line has allowed 2-4 hurries per snap, but with Brown, that number could drop to around 1-6, giving Hurts more time to dissect defenses and allowing the run game to reach new heights. Potential impact here is huge, especially considering their upcoming matchups, including a crucial game against the Giants, where their offensive line's health and performance will be vital. Now let's talk about what this could mean for the Lions. Detroit has been building a solid team, and their offensive line has been a strength, but the NFL never stands still. If the Eagles manage to land Brown, it could bolster their Super Bowl chances significantly, especially with their offense already looking dangerous. For the Lions, this is a reminder of how quickly things can change in the NFL. The NFC North has been fiercely competitive, with teams like the Vikings and Packers always lurking, but the Eagles' potential upgrade could tip the scales in their favor if they make a run deep into the playoffs. Furthermore, this trade speculation highlights how teams are prioritizing protecting their investments, particularly quarterbacks like Jalen Hurts, and how having a dominant offensive line can be the difference between making a Super Bowl and falling short. The Eagles are clearly betting on that, and acquiring Orlando Brown Jr. would be a bold move that could pay off handsomely. It's reminiscent of some of the blockbuster trades we've seen in recent years, like the Texans' deal for Laramie Tunsil back in 2019, which transformed their offensive line and helped them secure a playoff spot. For the Eagles, it's about adding that missing piece to push them over the top. As for the Bengals, their willingness to trade Brown reflects their focus on long-term rebuilding and cap management. They're not just giving up on this season, but setting themselves up for future success by acquiring draft picks and freeing up space to pursue other needs. It's a strategic move, but one that could backfire if they lose a key piece like Brown in the process. The NFL is a league where depth and protection are everything, and losing a player of Brown's caliber could be a blow for Cincinnati's hopes of contending in the coming seasons. For Lions fans, it's essential to keep an eye on this situation because it exemplifies how the NFL landscape is constantly shifting. The divisions are always changing, and teams are willing to make bold moves to stay competitive. A trade like this, if it happens, might not directly involve Detroit, but it sets a precedent for how aggressive teams are becoming in securing the best talent to chase that elusive Super Bowl ring. The Lions, with their talented roster and strong defense, should feel encouraged, but also aware that the NFL's power dynamics are always in flux. Looking ahead, the Lions are in a good position to capitalize on these shifts. With Jared Goff leading an offense that's been increasingly dynamic and a defense that's improved significantly this season, Detroit has a real shot at making some noise deep into the playoffs. But it's also about staying sharp in the offseason, recognizing where the league is heading, and making strategic moves to keep pace with the top contenders. Whether it's signing impact players or drafting well, Detroit needs to stay ahead of the curve, especially with the NFC North getting more competitive every year. In the end, this rumor about Orlando Brown Jr. moving to the Eagles isn't just about one player. It reflects the broader strategic chess game that NFL teams are playing right now. It's about cap management, draft strategy, and the relentless pursuit of championships. For Lions fans, it's a reminder that the league is always evolving, and staying informed and engaged is key. If the Eagles secure Brown, it could be a significant step toward their Super Bowl aspirations, while the Bengals might be preparing for a rebuild. Either way, it's a fascinating development that underscores how unpredictable and exciting NFL football truly is. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Detroit Lions news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all of this? Do you think the Lions should be concerned about the Eagles strengthening their offensive line? Or are you confident in Detroit's current roster and their ability to compete with the best? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Detroit Lions. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates and insights, so stay tuned for all the latest Detroit Lions news. This offseason could be full of surprises, and we'll be here to break it all down for you. Keep the Lions' pride alive, and let's see how this story unfolds in the coming weeks.